Happy Saturday. I'm Fox 13 meteorologist Tony Sadiku here with a quick check on the tropics, and got good news for you. Things are still looking good. Tropics still asleep. Development not expected over the next 7 days, which is just what we want to see middle of August, basically. And one of the reasons, we still have a lot of that Saharan dust in the atmosphere. You see that moving on through the west coast of Africa. That dust really helps to basically choke out any tropical systems that try to develop. And that's really on our side, keeping things nice and quiet across the Atlantic basin and the Caribbean. This is good, and it's not unusual. We typically see this Saharan air layer, going strong through at least the middle of August, and then it starts to become more sporadic, and we start to see more storms overcome it, and we start to see more tropical waves, period. So I do expect that to change, but just so you know, August, we really focus on the main development region. Things are starting to heat up, so we expand basically the areas that we watch more into the Atlantic for development that could move basically into the Caribbean or take a more northern track. So we watch every storm as always. Thus far, we've gone through dawn. Emily still would be on deck, as we talked about. No sign of Emily anytime soon. But in case you missed it, NOAA did come up with their updated hurricane season forecast. They issue one early in the season, and then they update it. And basically what the update is not good news, because the update does forecast an above average season, and that includes the storms that we've had already and the storms that are expected through the season, which continues through the end of November. Average 14 named storms, okay, so any tropical storm or hurricane, 7 which are forecast to potentially be hurricanes, and 3 that are forecast to be major hurricanes, meaning category 3 or stronger. So the forecast is for 14 to 21 named storms, which would be above average, 6 to 11 hurricanes, 2 to 5 major hurricanes. Really, the thinking is that El Nino conditions, which is forecast and expected to be stronger, are expected to basically overcome, or basically to be overcome by the abnormal warm temperatures in the Atlantic. So the water temperatures in the Atlantic are above average. They're really, really warm. And El Nino typically quiets things down a little bit with higher wind shear, but those effects are expected to be offset, essentially. And so the forecast is for 60% chance of abnormal activity. Either which way you look at it, we always say it only takes one storm. Well, it takes one storm for it to be an active season for us, so we have to pay attention to every single one. But right now, things are quiet in the Atlantic, busy in the Eastern Pacific. And of course, if anything changes here locally, anything you need to know about, we always let you know first. MyFoxHurricane.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.